Okay, so, alright. So, I just, actually, if you'll give me a second. Okay. Alright, so, I just got done watching The Five Bloods, and first off, the runtime. The runtime. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. And that just fucked up my shoulder. But anyways, so I took some screenshots, which I'll be referring to in just a moment. But I just got done with the film. So Spike Lee is and we're doing this in one take, by the way, because we're just doing it, okay. Also, a friend of mine is like blowing up on me right now, and I don't even know why. But anyways, there's a lot going on in the world. Okay. So the Five Bloods, Black Klansman, I loved. I gave it like a 9 or a 10 out of 10. I loved that film. Absolutely loved it. Spike Lee is a bit of a mixed bag for me. Like in some ways, and some of this applies to this film as well. Like one of the things about Spike Lee's films is that like sometimes they feel like they would be better suited as like anger filled. I feel like his movies would work better almost if like they were like anger fueled rants with great reference points, and great like informational links. I feel like his movies will almost work better that way as opposed to being movies. But anyways, so like with Malcolm X, right? Like Malcolm X, like there's so much to love in it, but at the same time, like Malcolm X is really overlong, and there's a lot of parts that feel like a generic Wikipedia reading session, just done visually. You know what I mean? So The Five Bloods. Let me just get this out of the way. The Five Bloods is a great film. It's a great film, and I had a great time watching it. It's just, for one, I think Black Klansman is probably Spike Lee's finest cinematic hour for me personally. It just feels like a perfect amalgamation of his creative career, Black Klansman. I think that's a really stellar film. Excessive at moments, but fleetingly so. I think it's maybe his best film. But The Five Bloods is really, really something. Let me pull up some pictures here. And yeah, I'm sorry, but we had to go spoilers because this is a great, dense film, which I wasn't expecting such a dense film. Like I wasn't expecting like a literal war epic, you know. So like the first major action sequence with Chadwick Boseman, you know, he's playing Stormin Norman from 1971. That whole action sequence where it's him and it's all the five and they're in a helicopter and the helicopter, the tail gets hit by a rocket and they go down and there's this like extended action sequence like in some ways you can sort of see the seams of the film. It's definitely apparent that it's a low it's definitely not a high gargantuan $200 million budget. Definitely not. Like you can definitely see the seams, and you can see that like in the war sequence. Like the one thing that I love about that action sequence is that it's very carefully done. It's very visually inventive, but like also you can tell that like there's a lower budget thing going on, at least in my opinion. But I don't know. But at the same time, I do like how tightly constructed the shots are. throughout the entire film, to be honest with you. The filmmaking here is definitely... There's a lot of loose moments in the narrative, but on a technical level, the movie's pretty airtight. But you can just tell that it's been done in like a lower budgeted way. Clearly, like $250 million wasn't pumped into this. Is what I'm trying to say. If you took nothing else away from what I was just blabbering about. I'm gonna pull up some. But okay, well, first off, let's just stay on Chadwick Boseman for a second because, like, I do wish we had more sequences with him, and I do wish that there were more flashback sequences, like Vietnam sequences. But I'm curious, like, what kind of film camera he was using to shoot those sequences, but. But the sequence where, Chadwick Boseman, when he was talking about, like, we should leave the gold and we should come back for it and we should give it to, like our families and, like, and this has been a time coming because this is, like destiny in a way, like the U.S. or, like, the U.S. should have given back to the blacks is sort of the mentality that he's tapping into. Kind of the same mentality that Watchmen from Damon Lindelof was tap into, like the case for reparations or whatever. But if there's, goddamn, I gotta say, if this film were, I suppose, like a sandwich, there's almost just too much on the sandwich. I guess it's maybe my only gripe with the film. Like, Spike is trying to say so much, and, like, he's clearly so angry while trying to tell us. Fucking hell. But I'm about to just go all over the place. But there are just images in this movie that, like, I appreciate that there's so many images in this film that we've never seen before. Like seeing blacks like this in like a Vietnam setting. This sort of like black Vietnam film is and sort of a treasure film. Like, it's almost like Spike Lee's version of National Treasure in a way. Like, I was surprised by how much of a treasure hunting film this was, at least for the first major chunk anyways. That kind of caught me off guard. I was surprised by that. I was also surprised by how effortlessly thought-provoking and identifiable and how distinctive each of these characters are. And this character here, Paul, this actor here, he's such a like an OG actor. I've like grown up with him in so many movies that I've seen. But yeah, Delroy Lindo. Apologies if I messed up his name, but yeah, he's an OG actor. He goes way back. He was great in this film. He was great. Like, the shot where he turns around and, like, I guess he thinks like the enemy is there. It's like in the present day. He turns around in the jungle and he's like pointing a gun, and then, like, when we see those groups of organizers like hitchhiking, they're like, oh hey, don't shoot us, and like Paul's like, no, oh fuck, well, we're compromised, we gotta tie him up. Okay, those people, like like his the look of like psychoticness when Paul was pointing the gun at them at first, like his acting is on point. Or I cannot believe he was wearing a MAGA hat. I can't believe the MAGA hat was actual a main thing throughout the I was about to make a Kanye comment, but I'm going to withhold said comment. What the hell picture was I looking for? I think I was looking for this picture. Right when he's like losing his shit, when he's just absolutely losing his shit. Yeah, his acting is amazing. The fact that like he's just wearing the make America great again. The fact that he's just wearing that hat just tells you so much about his character. Holy shit. There's just so much going on in this film. Like their relationship, and all the backstory or all the story reveals gleaming from their relationship. I thought was just thought provoking. This sequence right here might actually be my favorite shot in the whole film. Maybe my favorite moment. Because with the music and everything, or you know, hearing Marvin Gaye as we're looking at Vietnam religious iconography or sculptures or the forest, like it's just it's a very eerie, amazingly subversive film. It's definitely a film that will have you just like, what? What's going on? Like, and the film especially loses its mind right around this point and onwards from the film. Like, when they started digging and that's what came up, I was like, oh my God. And then the film just proceeded to just get more and more insane. Let me look at some more of these. I mean, the film even had time to squeeze in this romance, which was I could have done without this whole story arc between them, but it was fine. And to be honest with you, like her and the characters that came with her, like those story beats, I don't know that they were crucial or necessary, but it's like, all right. What else can I say? Oh, actually, geez, this might also be a potential favorite shot from the film, because that's just amazing. That's just an amazing frame. That's an amazing frame. And insane moment, insane revelation. That plot twist, you know. Let me see here. Yeah, I did not see this moment coming. Nah, I did not see that moment coming. There's a lot of there's just so much in this fucking film. There's so much. Like this moment especially, I thought was haunting. You know, he's got the most triggering hat of all time. Him being black and having this on his heart and saying like madness. You know, madness. This was man. I think Spike Lee is on to something, you know, because 2 back-to-back hits is pretty great. That's pretty great. There's so many moments that are so unsettlingly revelatory, like these sequences right here where she's like, no, like we have no hatred towards you blacks, like. It's not. Things are not the way you think that they are. You know, which I thought was really powerful. Or there's multiple moments where in the story, like let me see here, there's an argument between Paul and let me see if I can find this guy. Yeah, so there's an argument between Paul and this guy, and there's moments where when this guy is going off, we're seeing like what appears to be real life footage or like real life images of like dead bodies, dead children, which I found to be just the information that could be gleaned there, like was really revelatory and really disturbing. Or there's points where when Norm was talking and he'll reference like you know, like these black soldiers I've never even heard of before, and I'm very interested to be interested in doing the research and learning more about these black figures in history that like I didn't know about, you know. And I love that aspect of this film, and I love that kind of aspect of all Spike Lee's films. But um, I don't know, like the film, it's fun. It's it's very subversive. It's very thrilling. There's a musical number at the beginning. Did I turn the sound off? Good. Give me 1 second. That let me see here. This moment right here. Okay, so when they're coming into the party, right? And they're literally just like levitating forwards, literally while they're dancing to this song. Like moments like this are just like the film is just full of like orgasmically great moments. All right, he's got himself a great film here. That being said, I feel like this film is way too long. Okay, I think it's over long. Um, I think that I think that might be my main issue with this film. Is that like, well, I guess it's two-parter. It's way too long, and the usual old Spike Lee flaw kind of showed up again here, unfortunately. Where A, it feels way too long, and B, it feels more like a very smart rant as opposed to a great piece of cinema that I want to revisit again and again and again. You know, like in many ways, I feel like this would work better as like a 40-ish minute, 50-ish minute long episode with like a very small video essay at the end with helpful links. I feel like this movie and a few of Spike Lee's movies would work better that way as opposed to as films. Because again, this is a great film, but like at the same time, I don't know that this is a film that I would revisit like again and again and again and again and again. You know, I don't think I would like shout this out in the same way as like a Kubrick film or a Bergman film. You know what I mean? But again, this film is so essential. It's so informative. It's so fucking nuts. You know, quite a pickle we have here. But personally, first off, let me look at some more of these screenshots to see if there was anything else that I particularly missed. Not particularly. I think I've said just about everything I wanted to say. I mean, I'm feeling about, what am I feeling on this? I forgot if I gave Black Klansman a 9 or a 10 out of 10. But I can't remember. I think I might have given it a 10. But I'm feeling like an 8. I'm feeling an 8 out of 10 for Da 5 Bloods. This is urgent, searing, unforgettable, crazy, an awesome time. But I just don't know that it's a sacred 10 out of 10 for me. So yeah, I'm feeling an 8 out of 10 for Spike Lee's latest joint. And I would consider smoking it. It's a wild ride. But let me know what you guys thought about it. And goddamn, some of the music is there's a lot of gems here. But what'd you think? Let me know.